Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to today's webinar, Streamline Your Development Process with 3D Experience SolidWorks. Myself, Vignesh, representing Logical Solutions Limited. I have been working with Logical Solutions since 3 years. Today, I will drive you through this webinar. Without any further delay, let us start our session. Before going into the details, let us discuss about the current scenario. From many days, you might hear from us like SolidWorks licensing policy got changed, and you are eligible to cloud services. And you can also hear about the collaboration which will be happening between your team members, and also the data management, the data security, etc. Then you got a doubt like what exactly it is and how it is functioning. So let me put all these things in a different way. We all know that every year SolidWorks comes up with a new features and enhancements. Okay, but this year we got few of the enhancements in the middle of the year itself, and this will be our today's agenda for the day. Okay, what's new and what we can do with SolidWorks. Okay, this is our agenda for the day. What's new and what we can do with SolidWorks. Firstly, let us have a glance on SolidWorks Desktop version. Here we have three environments where we can create sophisticated part assembly drawings, okay, quickly and efficiently. Also, SolidWorks is a powerful and easy to use design capabilities combined with a range of tools for drawing creation, design analysis, cost estimation, rendering, animation, and file management, okay, which can create an intuitive system for developing innovative products that makes you more productive, lower the cost, and accelerates your time to market. We also have interference detection or the interference check, where before going to the production, we can verify that our parts or assemblies will fit, or else they'll perfectly assemble, or can we operate correctly. This helps the designer to accelerate the process and also analyze the tolerances to assess the manufacturability. And coming on to the extended reality exporter, we have a rich AR and VR web viewing experiences created by our approved partners, that is augmented reality and virtual reality. Extended reality exporter retains valuable information like geometry, appearances, motion studies, configurations, display states, metadata, and many more. Okay, and now SolidWorks also have a CAD library which include the standard components like nuts, bolts, bearings, washers, etc. We call it as a toolbox which will provide you for access for easily accessing the locating and downloading, saving and sharing the pre-built 3D CAD models and commonly reused CAD data. And we also have the design checker in our 3D CAD itself, which we are using currently, where we can create the design standards and check out designs or models to create uniform designs and documentation. It establishes design standards and then check the drawings against them as you design to re-ensure consistent and complete drawing outputs. Coming on to the cost estimation, SolidWorks have automatic cost estimation tools that are fully integrated with our 3D CAD, enabling you to continuously check your designs against the cost targets. And also, we can easily monitor the manufacturing cost while it is in the designing stage itself, thereby avoiding the costly redesigns and the production delays. Manufacturers also use SolidWorks cost estimation tools to automate the quoting process. SolidWorks Premium includes design tools that build a path of pipes, tubes, or electrical cables for assemblies. Routing creates a special type of subassemblies that build a path of pipes, tubes, or electrical cables between the components. To simplify the design and documentation of piping and tubing for a wide range of systems and applications, including the machinery, skid systems, and also the processing plant piping. And finally, coming on to the simulation, nowadays it has been a regular part of our design process, reducing the need for costly prototypes and also eliminating reworks and delays. Simulation also helps in saving the time and development cost. In SolidWorks 3D CAD, we have linear stress analysis while calculating the stresses, deformations of geometry. In our SolidWorks, simulation uses finite element analysis method to discretize the design components into solids, shells, or beams, and uses linear stress analysis to determine the response of parts and assemblies. These are all the capabilities we have in SolidWorks 3D CAD. Now, if we look at the new avatar of SolidWorks, or else we can say the evaluated version of SolidWorks, we call it the 3D Experience SolidWorks. Okay, we call this 3D Experience SolidWorks as a new avatar of SolidWorks or as the evaluated version of SolidWorks. Along with all these design capabilities, we have the combine. We have 3D we have a combination with data management, conceptual design with the subdivision modeling. Now you can connect with the right people with the real-time information and the right tools on one unified platform with the name 3D Experience to make the better decisions faster. Let us see in detail what exactly is our 3D Experience SolidWorks. Okay. And here, coming on to SolidWorks 3D CAD, SolidWorks is one and the same with all the design capabilities which will be installed on the local desktop or the laptop. There won't be any kind of changes in those capabilities. Whatever you are performing currently in SolidWorks Standard or in SolidWorks Professional or in SolidWorks Premium, the same applies in these 3D Experience SolidWorks also. So there is nothing change in SolidWorks. Additionally, apart from 3D CAD, we have the remaining capabilities. Okay, we can save the files to 3D Experience platform directly from SolidWorks environment, and also we can upload the files to cloud where we can where which were located in our local drive previously also. That means whatever the designs we perform in the SolidWorks environment, when we save it, it will be automatically navigated to cloud as per your given location. Okay, you can also save it to the local disk, local drive as well. We can also save it directly to the platform, or else we can say directly to the cloud. And as it is a named user login like Facebook or LinkedIn, we can install SolidWorks in multiple systems, and we can directly log in with our we can directly log in with our username and password, so that we can directly work on multiple locations from the work where you have stopped, so that all the data will be in cloud, so it becomes easy for us to work with this named user login. And also data security. And data security, as I said, as it is a named user login, we can have many benefits through that. Okay, now moving on to data security. Nowadays, data security has been one of the major threat here. But in SolidWorks 3D Experience, the data is completely managed by AWS, Amazon Web Services. And to be honest, one more fact is that American military base is also using the same platform for their data security. Okay, and there is nothing more to doubt about the data security. Your data will be secured when you save it in cloud. And moving on to collaboration with manufacturing suppliers and remote colleagues is easy. That means there might be different teams in an organization. There might be some of the people from purchase department, uh, some of the people who are the external vendors, or some of the people will be the management. Collaborating nowadays is becoming a bit difficult. Why? Because we need to send the documents manually, or else we are sending the screenshots to them manually, so that they can verify all those things, and then they can release it to the different states. But here in 3D Experience SolidWorks, collaboration will be very much easy. Everyone can access this 3D Experience platform in the organization, and marketing team also can have this 3D Experience platform, and so that they can also view the models directly to the external vendors, or to the sales team directly, so that they can view everything in the cloud itself. There is no need to particularly install any kind of software for that viewing purpose. Okay. And one more, the major asset is data can be accessed anywhere on any device. That means, for example, if you are in a remote location, or else you are away from the office, but you want to access the files, or else you want to release those files, you can do it anywhere. All you need is a simple internet connection and a browser, so that we can log in it anywhere in the mobile phone or the tablet or the laptop. If you have this browser and internet, you can log in anywhere, and you can access the data. And due to this 3D experience, there will also be a cost reduction to the organization, and also there is huge savings for the IT infrastructure also. Why? Because everything is done in the platform. This is an end-to-end solution for an organization, right from the designing stage to the development stage. Okay, let us see in detail in the SolidWorks environment how it is and how it performs. Okay, now you can see on the screen there is a predefined SolidWorks assembly. There is a small conveyor here. This is a predefined assembly. I have opened it in SolidWorks. I can say in better way, I have opened it in 3D Experience SolidWorks. You can also see here, previously we used to have one 24 digits key, and we used to install that 24 digits key in our system through those dump files and all etc things. And now I have installed the SolidWorks connected from the browser. Okay, and you can see this is SolidWorks connected premium. And what are all the premium capabilities you are having previously, those are all will be applicable applied here, as I said previously. And you can see this has been saved to cloud directly. Okay, you can also see a cloud icon here at the top. This indicates that it has been saved to cloud. As I mentioned, 3D Experience SolidWorks is a named user login. You can see I have been logged with my username. Okay, and these are the different ongoing projects at our end. We can see here what are the different projects currently running there. Okay, in whatever project I need to save, we can activate that so that everything you do here will be uploaded there. And there is nothing change in these interface and all these things. SolidWorks CAD is similar, and for all these components which I have uploaded into cloud, so for some of the components I have done some of the revisions. For some of the components I have locked so that nobody in our organization will be using those. Okay, I have made some of the limitations there. Okay, and you can also see here some of the components are having the lock symbol here, and some of the components are not having lock symbol here, and some of the components are having this revision stages also. If it is in the green color mark, it is in the latest revision. If it is in the red color mark, it is not in the latest revision. It was prompting us to change it to the latest revision. For each and every revision, for each and every changes what you do, you can directly save it as a new revision, so that the older version will be there for you, and also the newer version will be there for you. And one more major thing is we are having the basic PLM capabilities inbuilt with the SolidWorks. Okay, these are all the basic PLM capabilities which are inbuilt with the SolidWorks. We can change our maturity states from SolidWorks environment itself directly, whether it has to be in in-work stage or to-do stage, or else in the frozen state. We can directly change the maturity state of the each and every part. Okay, you can see the lock symbol here. If it is locked, no one in our organization, or else no one can edit these part or assemblies. Okay, if it is in unlock stage, we can unlock that. Sorry, if it is in unlock stage in our organization, other people also can access that. If it is in the locked state, it will be opening in the read only mode. Okay, we can simply right click here and then log it in the SolidWorks environment itself. We can do it in the cloud as well. We can do it in the SolidWorks environment. Okay, we can also change these revisions also. You can also see whenever I place my cursor there, whenever I place my cursor on the revision, this cross mark, it was showing that it is not in the latest revision. You can simply change the revision here itself. Okay, you can click on replace by revision here. You can click on update revision. For performing any operations in this 3D Experience SolidWorks, we require internet connection. Okay, and now you can see there are two revisions here. One is A1 and one is A2. And now previous here A1 is active. Now I am activating A2 revision. Okay, and then click on OK, so that the A2 revision gets updated there, and then the changes what we have done latestly will be updated there. And you can also see here whenever I have changed this you can see this green color tick mark here, and it was prompting us to save this file. Okay, we can also save here itself. It will automatically be saved to cloud. For saving, there will be 7 steps there. We need to perform all the steps there itself. Okay. In this way, the SolidWorks has become an evaluated version of SolidWorks with the basic PLM capabilities. And there are many more advantages from these 3D Experience SolidWorks. And here are some of the key benefits. SolidWorks with built-in data management, where we are completely managing the data from SolidWorks environment itself, and also access to browser-based CAD modeling tool. Along with the 3D Experience SolidWorks, we'll be getting the basic designing tools where we can perform the design in the browser itself. We don't need any kind of applications to be installed, and we don't need of any kind of hardware to be maintained. We can simply make our designs in the cloud itself. So all you need is an internet connection and a browser, as I said previously. Okay, we can make the simple, we can make use of that browser based designs also. And interactive approval and change management. As I said, SolidWorks 3D Experience acts as a basic PLM. We can change our approval stages also as like in PLM, and also we can change different maturity states. We can release the drawings, or else we can freeze the drawings there, or else we can revert back into in-work stage. Automatically, the user who is assigned with the task will get notified. Okay, and also collaboration with internal stakeholders or external stakeholders. We can make use of this for collaboration also. We can create communities, and we can add members to that, and we can do healthy conversations there, or else we can use it like a Facebook or LinkedIn, so that you can post any ideas, or else you can post anything required for you, so that every people in the organization or the external vendors who you have invited into that community can have a look into that. And also they can comment it on, they can comment on it, or else they can like on it, or they can share on it. Okay, and not only those, you will also be having some of these one-on-one conversations, or else you can create meetings, you can make audio calls, video calls, you can share the screen, and whatever we are performing in Microsoft Teams or Zoom meetings, we can also do that in 3D Experience itself. Okay, and here are some more key benefits of 3D Experience platform, where we can create graphical product structure review. That means what we are now doing in the treehouse, everything can be performed in 3D Experience platform. That means if you are having a sub-assembly, you can make the sub-assembly, you can split that sub-assembly and make into parts. Again, and we can view it in the browser itself. And review and data management over browser. As I said, not only the inbuilt data management, means not only the data management in SolidWorks, but also you will be having the 3D Experience ID. You can log in it in the browser, and you can view all the files in the browser, and you can access everything through the browser. I'll also show you how you need to access all those things. Okay, and project planning and resource planning. For example, if there are currently 3 or 4 projects running, we can create tasks for each and every project. We can create tasks for each and every people in the project, and we can assign them with the task, so that each and every people will be assigned their task, and they'll get notified what they need to do. And they can also you can also assign the deadline. By this time they need to complete this work, by this time they need to release these drawings. In that way, they can maintain everything in a systematic manner through this project planning, so that the person whoever have assigned the task, they can monitor the things in a way like how much he has done, or else he can track the status of those everything. Okay, and virtual simulation powered by Abacus. As you all know, Abacus is a excellent solver of the simulation. We need not to maintain any kind of specific system requirements for simulation. We can do every kind of simulation in the cloud itself using this Abacus solver, where we can obtain the better results. Okay, and there are some limitations for both desktop version of SolidWorks as well as platform version of SolidWorks. Let us see those. Local installation for both 3D CAD, what I have said previously, we need a local installation for both the desktop version of SolidWorks as well as 3D platform, 3D Experience SolidWorks. Revision controls. In 3D Experience platform SolidWorks, we can make the revision controls, whereas in desktop SolidWorks, we cannot make the revision controls. As it is, as we can save everything in the local and cloud, but we can't do, there are some limitations for revision control in desktop version, but revision controls are possible in the platform version. Okay, and communication with the downstream. We can log into the browser and communicate with each and every person through, we can communicate with each and every person in the organization or the external vendors through this 3D Experience platform. As we will be having a named user login, we can log in anytime, anywhere within the browser, and we can communicate with others. Okay, whereas in case of desktop version, there is a little bit of limitation with this communication within the downstream. We can in desktop version, there is a one more productivity thing is, we can downgrade our SolidWorks version to the lowest version. For example, let us say if you are using SolidWorks 2023 of desktop version, you can downgrade it to 2021 version or 2022 version as per your client's requirement. Okay, but what happens in case of platform is, you will always be in the latest version of SolidWorks. Okay, We cannot downgrade that to the lower version, but you'll always be in the latest version of SolidWorks. In desktop version, we will not be able to access the cloud apps. As I said, for designing, we'll be having some apps. For sheet metal designing, we'll be having some cloud apps. For weldments designing, we'll be having some cloud apps. Those all cloud applications will be coming with the 3D Experience platform. And for the desktop version of SolidWorks, we are not able to access those cloud apps. Okay. And coming on to the multi-products add-on, we can add these multi-products like MBD and inspection and etc. kind of things. We can add it for desktop version of SolidWorks, but there is a limitation for this platform version of SolidWorks. We are not able to add these multi-products. In the similar way, we'll be having some limitations for both the versions. And coming on to the major thing, data management. We'll be having this inbuilt data management in 3D Experience SolidWorks within the SolidWorks environment itself. But in case of desktop version, we will not be having this data management. And coming on to the new policy change, we are able to manage the data in the desktop version also. Okay. And here are some of the advantages over our competition. The major thing is data security. As I said, nowadays data security has been greatest threat. You need not to worry about the data security, as it is completely maintained by AWS, Amazon Web Services. And as I said, one more major fact is American military base is also using the same platform for the data security. Okay. And next one is integration with the mainstream CAD application. You can directly integrate your basic PLM capabilities or the data management capabilities directly within the SolidWorks, so that no need to worry about these integration with the mainstream capabilities. Whatever you will be doing in SolidWorks, the same will be reflected in the cloud platform, or else the same will be saved in the cloud platform. Next one is the enhanced PLM capabilities. All the data management and the task management and the project planning and managing the cloud data and restricting the cloud data for users. Restricting the cloud data for users also happens in these PLM capabilities also. Okay. And the next one is real-time collaboration both with the external and internal stakeholders. You need not to worry about these collaboration with the external vendors. You can also share your cloud data to the external vendors, so that they can also view your cloud data and they can also comment on it. Okay. All we need is to create the 3D Experience ID to the external vendor. And enterprise solution, that is design the enterprise solution. That means we can also create a collaboration between the design team, management team, and marketing team and sources team, which are who are accessing the data. We need not to transfer all these through images or else through Excel sheets. We can directly create the 3D Experience ID among your team, among yourselves, and we can also, and every person in the organization can view that data. And without any applications to be installed, you can view it in the cloud. You can collaborate in the cloud itself. And along with all these things, we'll be getting these browser-based CAD tools. Like, for example, let us say if your manager or if your design head is working from the remote location, or else if he's out of station and he needs to show you a small prototype, he can design it in the browser itself, whether it can be a tablet or it can be a laptop. He need not to be any applications to be installed in his system. He can directly make the prototype of the design in the cloud application itself, and he can forward it to the team, so that they can understand what exactly the requirement is and what are the changes to be done there. Okay. And these are some of the major advantages over our competition. And here is the summary for this webinar. Finally, final manufacturing deliverables. As I said, we are having an end-to-end solution directly from the design stage to the development stage. Okay. And document management and this request for proposal submission process, everything can be done in 3D Experience. And we can also make the basic assemblies to complicated assemblies, and we can directly make the cost calculation there without doing it manually. We can directly give the inputs to SolidWorks, so that we will be getting all the data and all the cost as per your given inputs. We are also having these rendering tools like SolidWorks Visualize. Nowadays in 3D Experience 3DEXPERIENCE SolidWorks, we can do it in the cloud itself. And project and resource planning, we can maintain all the project data, and we can also assign the task to different members in our team using this project planning, and we can follow up them what they are doing. And in a way, we can also track the status of the uh, current ongoing projects assigned to the different people. Okay, and one more thing is detailed design. We can make any kind of 3D models and 2D drawings in SolidWorks. Along with those detailed design, we will be getting two applications. One is XDesign and one is XShape, where we can create the basic modeling and basic sub-D modeling also in the cloud application itself. And one more thing is design review and change management. We can review each and every part, or else each and every assembly, any kind of small parts to large assemblies. We can directly view it in the browser itself, and we can manage the data there. And we can manage the data using your named user login, or else you can change the maturity states there to release it to invoke, or else you can also freeze the drawings, or you can release the drawings. And one more final thing is the simulation, design validation. Nowadays, as I mentioned earlier, simulation has become a major part of our development process. We can simulate our components, whether it may be part or assembly. We can directly simulate it in the cloud itself using this Abacus solver. Okay, and here are the key takeaways for the future of design. Coming here, 3DEXPERIENCE SolidWorks. This is a bundle of products. As I mentioned earlier, the SolidWorks CAD will be one and same, and the capabilities what you are using currently will be applied there. Integrated collaborative world along with the SolidWorks and cloud tools. The collaboration becomes much more simple. I'll be showing you. I'll be opening the browser and I'll be showing you how can we collaborate with our team. We have created one sample thing, and I will show you that. And easy to use cloud-based design and data management. You need not to worry about this data management. You can completely manage it through the browser. Okay, and we can also generate the basic parametric drawings and subdivision modeling drawings in the browser. And the task management also can be done there itself. Okay, and the communication between the remotely working people and some of the people will be working from multiple locations. There will be easy communication between them. Okay, and these are the key takeaways for the future of design. And here are some of the 3DEXPERIENCE SolidWorks offers. There are 3DEXPERIENCE SolidWorks Standard, there is 3DEXPERIENCE SolidWorks Professional, there is 3DEXPERIENCE SolidWorks Premium. Along with 3DEXPERIENCE SolidWorks Standard, you will be getting SolidWorks 3D CAD plus XDesign cloud application tool, and you'll be given assigned with the roles there. I'll show you in detail what are roles and what are applications. Okay, and these are the three major differences between these three. And let us move on to cloud platform and see how 3DEXPERIENCE acts. Okay, as I mentioned earlier, this is a completely named user login. I have opened this in the Microsoft Edge. This is browser, and you can also see I have been logged in with my name, and this is the tenant. That means every company will be having some tenant if you have acquired this. Okay, and as like the Facebook and LinkedIn will be receiving notifications here. And you can see 3DEXPERIENCE is completely a one-to-one solution. We have created some tabs there, and we have assigned some tasks also there. Let me show all those things here. Initially, we'll be having a dashboard. Dashboard indicates the plain whiteboard, so that you can add your requirements. We have created our company's dashboard, and this is manager's dashboard. The name of the dashboard is manager's dashboard. I have added different tabs here. One is website tab, one is documentation tab, one is community tab, and one is approval tab, and one is statistics tab, and one is the design tab, and one is the product matrix tab. In the website tab, I have placed our website, and in the documentation tab, I have different applications here. I have placed different applications here in this documentation tab, so that you can see what are the different projects what we are handling now, and what are the different components involved in this. and you can simply directly drag and drop here. You can simply directly drag and drop so that you will be able to see the component preview there. Okay, this application is called 3D Space and this application is called 3D Play. You can see here we are directly doing it in the browser itself. All we need is an internet connection and a browser, and you can see here component has been opened directly in the browser. We can preview here itself, and we can make use of the design tools. This 3D Play acts similarly to the e-drawings. Okay, if you want to convey something to your team, you can simply make a note of it and you can simply convey it there. Okay, you'll be having annotations, or else you'll be having this markup, everything in this 3D Play. You can text something and you can simply place it and you can simply share it to the communities. Each and every company can create multiple communities, so that we are having some communities, we can directly post it to the community. Okay, I am posting it in the manager community and I am clicking on publish. Okay, so that our team can see what is happening here in this 3D Play. In this way, by simply dragging and dropping, we can view the components or the assemblies also. Okay, and this is how we are managing the data here. And as I mentioned, we'll be having some community similar to Facebook or LinkedIn, so that I can post anything, so that our team can see and make a comment on it or make a like for it. Okay, and here what I have done in 3D Play, it has been automatically reflected here. Okay, and as I said, you can make a comment on it, or you can give the like or anything. And if you want to have individual conversations, we can have it here. These are some of the members in our organization. We can have conversations with them, one-to-one conversations, or we can make audio calls, video calls, or we can also make use of this screen sharing and all these things. Okay, and moving on to here, approval stage, we'll be having the data here, and we can manage the data through these approval stages. Okay, for example, let us take this one. Let us take the cylinder and place it in this collaborative life cycle, so that we can manage these we can log these, or we can unlock this part or assembly to the design stage or to a release state. In this way, we can make use of it. Okay, for example, I have selected the cylinder A2. As I mentioned earlier, we will be having some basic PLM capabilities. We are having different maturity stages. We can make it as a private, or currently it is in the in-work stage. So it was prompting to have a release state, or else it was prompting to have a free state, or else we can make it private, so that no one can access our parts. Okay. In this way, we can play with these task management also. Okay, we'll be having these statistics. We have named it as the statistics tab, and there is one more application called 3D Drive, which is similar to the Google Drive, so that we can upload all this data and we can simply share a link to the external vendors or else to the internal team. They can have their own 3D experience ID and view what is there in these folders. Okay, they need not to have particular application to view these files. They will be assigned with 3D Play. As I mentioned, 3D Play is similar to e-drawings. They can view there itself, and they can comment on it, or they can mark on it, and they can revert it back. Okay, I have mentioned earlier, we have mentioned this tab as statistics, so that we can see here in a pie chart or else in the bar chart manner. Okay, this is the design tab, and we have placed. We can customize in this way. We can customize our dashboard, and we can create n number of dashboards, or else we can create n number of tabs. We can add different applications in these different tabs. Okay, in this way we can make use of this 3D experience platform. And here is our product matrix of this 3D experience SolidWorks, and you can have a look at this.